with this Under the Covers, what was your first feelings towards it when you were first told that the Contact wanted you to direct a piece about sex?
I thought, they have totally lost their minds here. I mean, seriously, I thought Stacey Mukishi, sexology, young people, they're crazy. But I figured, well, while they're asking, I'm going to say yes, please. But to be really honest, I was a little bit scared because I thought, I don't know, young people kind of make me itchy. And I thought it might smell like Teen Spirit. And I thought, I don't know if I can handle a lot of young people with hormones.
How have you found working with a group of 16 to 25-year-olds? Obviously, the different ends of the spectrum compared to sex, because they'll have some novice, some first-timers, then you'll have some people that have had lots of practice in both sex and with theatrical, well, in their life they would have had a lot of experience. How have you found it working with a different mixture, especially on a topic as sensitive as this?
I think with sex, for one thing, it's really about imagination, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not how much you've had, it's like how much you can imagine. And I think that's already a great place to begin. And I know for myself, I mean, I don't even, when I fantasize about sex, I'm not even me. I'm like some dude with, big mutton chops and picking up some dude and slamming his head. Well, we want to keep this PG here, but, I think that sex is about imagination, and that we live in a world, hopefully, that's more gender fluid and identity is fluid, and I think that, I don't think I cared about how much experience people would have, because I knew that if you gave them the right atmosphere, everyone could speak freely about their fantasies. Yeah.
How do you feel? What's your, now working with the TYC? How do you feel about the Contact and the young company that they have? Do you think it? Hang on, let me rephrase the question because I'm not sure what I'm trying to say. I know what I wanted to say, but as a director working with the Contact and the young company, what's your opinion on working with them? Does that make sense?
I just have to say, I mean, my prejudice is against young people. I just thought, oh my God, we won't relate, or they'll be too hormonal. The truth is, I was much too hormonal. I was much more out of control, crying, like wanting cuddles. I mean, all of you guys were absolute professionals, and the company. I mean, I've never worked with people that were that committed, that professional, without ego and drama. I mean, are you guys really a dramatics theater company? Because there was no dramatics. It was everyone having great love and respect, and it was just full of aloha. I mean, I love Manchester, as you know, but I think also there's something about Contact Theatre. I think that there's a sense of responsibility and care, like must be from the top down or maybe from the bottom up, but it just seems as though there's a real for realness about the care and the support that you're given as artists. You're respected as artists, no matter how old you are. You're seen and expected to perform as professionals, and I think when people expect you to be your best, you are the best. And I would say you guys are the best bunch of young people I've ever had a chance to work with. I feel very honored, really honored.
Okay.
And I have to just say,
okay,
you're my friends. I mean, I feel really touched that, Dan is my friend, and Felicia, they're like 16, 17-year-old people who are such old souls, or maybe you've made my soul young, but I don't think age has much to do with our relationship.
Can you tell me the name of the show and something about it, please?
The show is called Under the Covers. It's been performed by Contact Young Company, which is Contact's in-house young company, and it is part of Sick Festival, which is here in Manchester and Brighton, and it's been part commissioned by the Wellcome Collection in London to be a response piece to their exhibition, The Institute of Sexology. And the show itself is an exploration of sex, sexuality and gender, and in my humble opinion, it's absolutely wonderful.
What do you think Contact is the ideal location to produce this work?
I mean, definitely. Contact have been really supportive throughout this whole process, and they've given Stacey McKeeshy, the director, and myself as assistant director, they've really put their trust in our professional ability to explore what's quite a sensitive topic with young people. The group it ranges in age from 16 up to 25, so there's a whole massive range of sexual experience within that, and sexual inexperience as well. But Contact have allowed us to foster a rehearsal space and a safe space where young people have been able to be really open and honest and really brave as well, actually. And we've had tears and we've had hugs and we've had lots of laughter as well. And I think that really reflects really well in this show. The audience response already has been that you can tell that it's been a very supportive and processing environment. And what it's allowed is for not for us to find any answers to some of the hard questions in life, but it's allowed us as a group to just explore and discover and play with those answers. We've had some really major disclosures. It's really challenged myself as an artist, as a person, as someone who works with young people. It's challenged me trying to marry up pushing artistic boundaries alongside the other side of my job, which is sort of safeguarding and looking after young people or people who may come across as vulnerable or come from difficult backgrounds. So it's been a real kind of professional challenge as well, but it's been great to be able to have open conversations, not only within the group but also with the staff team here at Contact, who've been super supportive in helping us to find ways in which the performance that the young people wanted to create could happen in some way.
What did you think about the process?
I think the process has been wild and exhilarating and so enlightening for both me and everyone else in this process, really. It's allowed me to get to know myself as well as appreciate some of the most honest and vulnerable qualities other people can have.
What's been your favourite part?
I think my favourite part has been just getting to know everyone in this process. It's very rare that when you put a group of 20 or so people together and tell them to make friends, you have to produce something. Yeah, you'll end up producing something, but there's been such a level of trust in this whole process and such quality in that trust and showing that it's been awesome.
I'm rolling and...
What's going on? Yeah, the show, I'd say the whole experience and the process of the show has been very creative. I've seen a lot of good ideas and I've seen a lot of people giving a lot of good ideas, which is what you need in a performance. And yeah, it's just been great, to have other people's life experiences in the actual show and actually getting to know what everybody's about. And yeah, I've just got a lot of caring moments, I suppose, for people in set, like stories they've told us. And I've just been like really wanting to just hug set people because I'm just. But yeah, I'd say it's been absolutely brilliant, and I've enjoyed every single day we've had. Every microsecond we've had in class, I've enjoyed. And yeah.